We do usually invite ambassadors to come to like the Minute to Win It games, dinner if we have some extra room, just so there's more ambassadors there. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you get hours for that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think it was 6. Yeah, 6 hours for doing this. Yeah.
But even if you don't do the whole like hosting thing, because like I'm a commuter, so I wouldn't be able to host anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, we did commuters last time. They just came to dinner and they helped out and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you'll get hours. Anything you guys do regarding hours, we want to give you these hours. We don't want to make it difficult for you guys. In general, we don't want to make it difficult for you guys to get these hours. So anything you do, whatever it is, if you think it's related or if you think you can help out like here or there, let us know and we're happy to give you guys these hours because we want you guys to get priority points because this is a big commitment and we want you guys to be compensated correctly for all your hard work.
With that being said, like if you do 30 minutes of work, we're not going to give you half an hour. We're going to give you a full hour. We're always going to round up for you. Yeah. Again. Every time. This is my direct line.
Any other questions at all? Alrighty. And accepted student activities. So we've already sent out early decision and early action acceptances. So I don't know if you guys know, but you can go on Twitter and type in like Marist 2020 and it'll just come up with a bunch of really excited high school seniors that they're coming to Marist and they got accepted. So what we do is we like reaching out to them. So we do 2 things. We send postcards, handwritten postcards, and then we do phone calls. Just so you know, both of these are mandatory, but I'm going to walk through this right now. 15 postcards is mandatory for every ambassador. So all of you are required to write 15 handwritten postcards to prospective, or I should say, accepted students. And usually these are going to be students from your hometown. So we have a list printed out of all the people that got accepted. So all your guys are going to have to do, Kate actually will send you the email. We have the codes of where you guys are from because there are certain codes. So Kate will send you guys the email with all this information. You basically look up your code. You go to the front desk and the greeters and you say, hey, this is where I'm from, this is the code. Then she'll give you, or the greeters will give you 15 postcards. You can write them in the admissions office if you want. You can stay there and just write everything out, or you can take them home, bring them back, and then with that code you'll match up and address them.
Just to add to that, if you're from some place that maybe there's only been a few students who applied, like if you're from like, I don't know, like Alaska, and you only have one person from Alaska who's been accepted so thus far. I don't know why I said Alaska, but I just figured it's way out there. You just choose other people who have the same major as you or something like that, and you can address postcards to them.
Or you can pick a complete stranger. It's really okay if you do. So, but
There is, our thinking is that with the amount of students that just got accepted, there is enough for every ambassador to do 15 postcards. So that's why we make it mandatory for everyone to do 15 because we know we're going to reach virtually everyone that way. But we, of course, do want you guys to do more. So say you're from somewhere in Long Island, Nassau County, or something very popular like that. If there's like 30, 60 people, like go ahead, do 30, 60 postcards, whatever it may be. And then along with the postcards, we do phone calls. So 1 hour of phone calling is required for every ambassador. A lot of people like tense up and they're like, oh my god, I can't make a phone call. Honestly, these are so much fun because you get on the phone and the second you say, hi, my name's Megan, I'm a student at Marist, I just wanted to congratulate you, you're gonna like hear them smile over the phone. These kids love this, and who loves it more than the kids is the parents. Like I can't tell you how many conversations I've had with parents and they've asked me more questions than the kids have. So 1 hour is required. You're gonna come in, we'll send up, again, the sign-up sheet, we'll send that out a little later. But you guys get to come into the admissions office, and you'll be stationed at a desk with a phone. You guys get free pizza, because who doesn't love free pizza? And you guys, we have a list, and you guys just call those people. We give you the numbers, the name, everything, so you know who you're calling going into it. Most likely, we try to get you guys with the area that you're from, kind of like with the postcards, but again, it is just first come, first serve. So if you're coming at the end of all the phone call shifts of these weeks that we're doing it, you'll just be getting whatever is left and the people that haven't been called. And they're 5:30, 6:30, 6:30, 7:30, 7:30 to 8:30. So we try to make this as flexible as possible for people with night class. Yeah.
Is that every night that week, or?
So we're gonna, Julio, one of the admissions counselors that I mentioned before, his student assistants run it, and they have a whole schedule. So they'll start and they'll pretty much go every single week until everything is done. So there's going to be a lot of time slots. I believe we have 12 phones per time slot, so there will be 12 ambassadors per time slot. Yep. Yeah.
So for the postcards, you're given a code, you're emailed a code,
Yeah.
and then
I know this is-
that code is attached to like a certain number of postcards that you, like a certain number of addresses.
Here. So
Okay.
Can I explain it?
can you explain it? 'Cause you
Yeah.
sent the email.
Okay. So essentially, we have a huge master list of everyone who's been accepted thus far, and each of their high schools is part of a certain territory, and that territory is given a code. So, like for example, my code for my high school, I just know this because I looked at it yesterday, is New York 06, and there's a huge, basically a bubble around the Syracuse, New York area, and that's all the New York 06 like geocode. So what you'll do, I'm going to send you this huge email that's an explanation of how postcards work, and in there it will have a link where you can look at where your high school falls in whatever state you're from, and it'll show you your corresponding geocode. So when you go into the office, you'll be like, okay, I'm from New York 06, and on the list of all the New York students who've been accepted, you can see who's from that area, and that's who you address your postcards from, or to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Any other questions? Alrighty. So you can just take a picture of this. It's funny, at the general meetings we put this up and then everyone starts taking pictures. So these are the dates our general meetings. You'll see them there. We included open house and overnight. We included Discover Diversity Week, and then at the top next Tuesday we are all going to be in the dining hall, and we hope you guys can join us because we want to meet you guys and actually talk to you guys instead of talking at you guys right now in this training. We know this is a lot and we know it's late. So we just want to get to know you guys. Brian and Nicole especially do, because they're the ones that'll be here the most. You know, we cycle through every 4 years, but they're the ones that have been here year after year. So we hope you guys join us next Tuesday. We tried to make the times flexible for people that do have class, so we're going to be there. Just stop in, even if you're stopping in, bless you, for like 2 or 5 minutes, and you have to run or grab a cup of coffee, whatever it is. Just stop in, introduce yourself, because that's how we get to know you guys. And if you do introduce yourself and really get to talk with us, then we'll be more likely to remember your name and remember you when we need people for like panels, certain things, whatever it may be. Any questions about dates, lunch, or maybe? So, your first duties as an ambassador are to fill out this ambassador, we call it an ambassador renewal form because we send it to all ambassadors at the beginning of every year, kind of like renewing their membership. So you will get this, but the link is very, very easy. It's a bit.ly link, and it's capital A, MB, capital R, ENEW. So just remember that and make sure you have it correct. You're going to have to fill out all your information. It's basically information that we took down in the interviews, but you're just saying where you're from, your email, kind of what you're looking forward to with being an ambassador. An important thing to remember is that if you do not fill this out, you will not be in our system. You will not be considered an ambassador. You won't receive emails, and you won't receive priority points. So please make sure that all of the information in there is correct. Can't tell you how many people misspell their email, and then we send them emails and they come back, and then we can't really reach them or get a hold of them. So just make sure that all of that is spelled correctly. We did have full inboxes. Kate wants, that is a beautiful thing, thank you. So your Foxmail accounts like to not have space at all. If you guys ever look at like the top right hand corner, it's like, oh, 50% full, and there's like not a lot of emails in there. So just make sure that you are clearing out your Foxmail regularly if you are going to use your Foxmail, because we will get emails that bounce back, and the reason is because you guys have a full mailbox, and it's not because it's incorrectly spelled, it's because your mailbox is full and you really need to go through your emails. So
press that purge delete button after you delete the actual email.
And if you know that you're not going to purge delete a lot, or you know that all your emails are going to stay in there, then use your Gmail. Just use whatever email you are most comfortable with, but make sure it is an email that you can be reached at and that you check regularly. We did have paper schedules, but we don't. We'll give them to them next general meeting.
Yeah, or let's send them an email.
or yeah, we can email them. We usually have paper schedules where you guys will fill out class times, work times, all of that stuff, and this is so we know where you guys are and what classes you have if we ever need a shadow day. And then fill out your schedules in the Marist AMB Google Drive. Do you want to go over that really quickly before they go? Because that might be confusing. Yeah. This will only take 2 minutes.
Did everybody get? Oh, there.
At the very end of this meeting, if you can sign in, just see one of us up here. We just want to make sure everyone is accounted for.
And also, you guys, all the rest of these meetings from now on are really, really fun and super energetic. This one's just long and tedious and just has to get done, but I promise that the rest of all of your time with ambassadors is really exciting, and so I'm glad you guys are here. And I'm sorry it's late, but we just have to do it this way.
Do you want to explain this?
Yeah.
Alright guys, so this is where you're going to put your schedules in online. So as you can see, there's all the different schools up there. You're going to put it in whatever school your major is in. So if you're, like I'm a sports comm major, so I'd be in communications. Or if you're a science major, you'd be in school of science. Just like
You want
that.
to do an example?
Yeah, so we'll do.
I am a business major, so I'm going to go into the School of Management.
Alright, so there's every day of the week. So let's say Meg has
I have a
Monday
Tuesday class.
Oh, she's a Tuesday
I have a Tuesday class.
Alright.
And my class is at 9:30, which is the first tab on the left-hand side, so make sure you look at the tabs. And it is not a business class. Right, so basically you would just fill out all the information here. I know it gets confusing, but when you go into the folder, you are going into the folder with the major that you are declared as. And then once you get in here, doesn't matter what classes you have, it can be a liberal arts class, it can be something related to your major, whatever it may be. But just put them in with all the information. And if it's terrible, please tell us, because we don't want to send any kids to a really terrible class.
Yeah.
What?
No, if you hate it, that's fine.
Yeah, if you hate it, that's totally fine. We just need to know so we don't send people there in the future. But yeah, just put all the information there. And we're gonna have paper schedules. We'll decide. We can give them out at the general meeting or have you guys pick it up. We'll let you guys know what the paper schedules. But yeah.
If we're a double major, do we just pick one?
You can put it in both.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm like technologically like challenged.
Don't worry.
So I went to the Google Drive and then you go to Shadow Days.
Yeah, perfect.
And then there's 4. Shadow Day, the chart from earlier, the programs, the email, and the instructions. Which one is it?
Is this sharing?
It should say ambassador schedules.
Not seeing it.
Go back to
But maybe that's just.
Saturdays.
So if I go here.
We'll go to
Yeah, they're up
Saturdays.
there.
Saturdays.
You're in the board one.
You're in our board.
I know, but should they be?
You can
Check
just
the
share
sharing.
that. Check the
Yeah,
sharing.
that's what I was gonna do.
You if you guys aren't good with Drive, you'll be pros at it in like 2 weeks.
Is there a folder at all that says ambassador class schedules?
If you
Yes.
search it.
Search it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's right at the top here.
Yeah.
You go into Shadow Days, and it's like, it's small, but it's right
Oh
there.
my goodness. Okay.
That's okay.
Got it? Alright.
No, most likely everyone had that question, so thank you for asking that, yeah. Any other questions about this? Yeah.
So for each of the days, so say you go into Tuesday, you put in all the classes you have on Tuesday?
Yep.
At the right time, so make
Yeah.
sure you look
Yeah.
There were
the-
tabs on the bottom for each class, like each time of the day.
Yeah, so just make sure you look at the bottom left with all the tabs. Yep. And then if you make a mistake, it's okay. We'll go and fix it, so don't worry. Yeah,
The PowerPoint you just had up, that's gonna be on the Google Drive as well.
yeah, we're gonna send that out to you guys.
Okay, that's not out yet?
No, not yet, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions at all? So before you guys leave, as a welcome gift, you all get pennants, so you can take wonderful pennant pictures. So, can someone start?
Anyone just
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.